Hi, I'm Helle Jensen, and I'm doing a postdoc in Dr. Louis Lanier Lab at the Department of Microbiology and Immunology here at UCSF. So I'm working with natural killer cells, which are an important component of the immune system. They can recognize cells that are abnormal in your body. So abnormal cells, it can be cancer cells, infected cells, and they eliminate these abnormal cells from the body because they are harmful while sparing healthy cells. And what I'm working on is what links this recognition of detection of the abnormal cells to the actual killing of the cells. So what signals do they receive that tells them that these cells are harmful for the body? Actually, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I grew up on a farm. My dad is a farmer, and I've always been around nature and animals, so that was kind of the obvious choice. In high school, I was kind of thinking, what did I like to do? And I liked biology and I liked chemistry. So I thought, why not study biochemistry? And that's what I did. And that's, then one thing led to the other. And yeah, I was definitely curious about what is going on in our body, especially with our immune system. How can it remove things that are harmful from our body without touching anything else? And yeah, so that's kind of what got me interested in immunology as a field. So I tried to stimulate the natural killer cells. So I isolated them from human blood, and then I tried to kind of mimic that they recognized an abnormal cell, so they get stimulated or activated, and then they produce some effector molecules. And I'm trying to look at what kind of effector molecules, and at the same time I tried to mix the samples with some compounds that would either enhance or inhibit the activation. So I'm definitely trying to push boundaries and challenge myself all the time. It's definitely hard work. I mean, don't expect the results to come right away. Most of the time, the experiments doesn't work. But then you have to figure out why. That's also a part of the learning curve. But definitely have patience. It doesn't come in one day. Be organized and structured and willing to learn, and open for ideas. Think creative. If this method doesn't work, then think, how can I do it differently so it will work? When you do science at a university, it's more the general understanding. Whereas if you work for a company and do science, you're more involved in clinical trials, and you can kind of see that it leads to something. Sometimes it's difficult to see that when you work at a university. What I'm doing is just an overall understanding of how the immune system works. But of course, this understanding is important for development of therapeutics for any kind of disease. The immune system has an important impact in all diseases.